Hey everyone, Gary here with Recall Williamson. Hey, listen, I've got a couple of stories to share, and I'm going to leave the names and the place out to protect some privacy here. But I was just out. You need to hear these stories, and it I'm hearing a lot of stories on the Recall Williamson page, of course, and getting emails and Facebook messages. But when you sit in front of someone face to face and you talk and you hear them tell their story of hardship and what's going on here in Williamson County with schools and whatnot. It's just a different thing. So I'm doing some business. I'm a lot going on, by the way. There's so much to share, but with this video, I just want to share these stories. Two stories. I'm doing business. I'm sitting down, and I'm in front of this lady, and she's telling me her story and a story of someone she works with. Now, small business, small staff, and these are two people. Okay, these are two people just on one staff in one building and how they're being affected. One lady, her and her husband, they both work and they both need to work. They can't afford for one not to work. I think it's pretty common story. Nothing crazy there. They have two children, one in high school, one elementary age, both of which under the framework and what we heard yesterday from Superintendent Golden, where of course we're in medium spread, so almost nobody's going to school. Both her kids would be staying home. Her high schooler has an IEP. I'm not sure what the challenge is, but IEP, and they have a decision to make. Either the mom is going to need to quit her job and stay home, which is not financially feasible for them. They can't afford any private school or tutors or any other options or daycare. And so the other option is to leave the younger child home with the high schooler who has an IEP, who's also going to be trying to do their work, right? As well as now having to take care of an elementary student, trying to help them with their work. Because we all know, right, that we realize that elementary students doing remote learning, it's not like they're a college student able to do everything on their own. Even though the school is providing education through a computer, someone still has to be there to help a younger student work through that process. It's not like they're going to college online, right? I mean, it still requires supervision. So that's one story, and I'm not sure how they're going to handle that. It sounds like most likely they're just going to have to leave their kids at home. And can you imagine? Can you just think about that for a minute? Think about that situation and how common that situation is going to be, and think about all of the unintended consequences of this and the issues that are going to arise out of kids being left alone at home doing their schoolwork. Um, I can't even imagine. I can't even fathom that right now. I don't even want to get into what type of issues that might create. Here's the second story. Um, has a young child going into kindergarten, and she didn't want to send her 5-year-old to school with a mask. So they've had to make the very hard financial decision to put their kid in private school, which blessing for them, they can afford that. But they have to pull their kid. They're here in Williamson County to send their kids to Williamson County schools. Because of this situation, they're having to pull their kids out of school and put them in private school. But to be able to afford that moving forward, they need to move out of Williamson County and live in another county so that they can bring their housing costs down to be able to afford the expenditure of ongoing private school now. I mean, so their entire life is having to be readjusted, where they live, their home, everything. And these are just two stories. These are two people just on a small staff in one building, and I'm sitting there thinking, these are two really hard stories. These are two women and families that are having significant challenges, and they're both right here in front of me. It made me think, just putting that out across the county. and across the United States right now, honestly, but in Williamson County, how many stories there are like that out there. Um, Guys, look, I'm mad. I'm still mad. And I want to mention this. So I had this video that went out around, and I'm getting some feedback on that. My understanding is some folks high up in the legislature and whatnot, and other folks are mad about my video. They're upset. I got a message for you if you're upset. I'm glad. You should be mad. I'm glad that someone in our legislature and someone else out there in positions of power is mad. I'm glad I made you mad. And I hope that you're mad enough now to actually do something and fix what is clearly a problem. Because guess what? All of the people that voted you guys in office, our school board members, legislators, everybody. Those two stories, those are your constituents. And they don't know what to do. It was really great to have that conversation. They were really excited about what we're doing here at Recall Williamson. Yet, well, we can't do anything to fix what's coming upon their immediate future. But you could, if you cared enough to. You could do something. You could do something today that would fix all of that. Instead, we're all supposed to be so scared of the coronavirus that we've got to continue to ruin people's lives on an ongoing basis. So I hope you're mad. I'm glad you're mad. I hope now maybe that you're mad enough to do something about it. And if not, let me promise you, we're going to continue to do whatever we can to keep making you mad until something gets fixed. Guys, we're with you. We're here. We have some, I'm getting emails. What can we do? How can we fight? We're putting some plans together. Stay with us. Keep emailing. I've got some exciting stuff to share very soon. I don't want to say too much, but very soon. God bless you. Bye-bye.